guys, welcome. This is the Aries reading, good for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Before I get started, I do have some announcements, so if that doesn't interest you, there are timestamps below that you can just click ahead to the Oracle or the Tarot if you so desire. But what I wanted to let you know is I have begun emailing notifications to you if you are on my email list for the readings. So first, check your email inbox. If you've ever purchased an extended from me, you are on my email list. That's the permissions that are granted. So if it comes to you, that's one way to avoid missing readings. If you haven't received an email, you may not be on the list. There is a link below in the description box below the link to the extended. There's a link that says don't miss another tarot reading, and you can just give me your email address and I'll send them to you. So that's my way of supporting you, because YouTube has really gone way down the rabbit hole in terms of notifications. Just people are not getting their notifications. Many. I hear it all the time. So I'm taking a proactive stance. I hope that is something you appreciate. So that's it. The other announcement is we're in Mercury retrograde. So things may come up and the readings may get dicier, and sometimes they may resonate and other times not at all. They are general readings for the collective. So try to be gentle with yourself at this time and listen to what's coming up in the readings. It may be a clue as to what is coming up within you regarding your love relationship. So I just wanted to say that, since Mercury is in Libra, which is all about love and relationships and harmony and balance, etc., etc. Okay, so moving on to the Oracle, I have intuitively selected 3 decks, shuffled and drawn your cards. Aries, we start with, from the Enchanted Map, you get card 49, the Talisman. And the Talisman is telling you that you're at a place where you already know the potential pitfalls. You've already been there, done that, got the t-shirt, so to speak. You also know the best way to handle the pitfalls. You have wisdom born of lessons learned. That is what the Talisman is telling you. So you can trust yourself and know that based on the decisions that you make, good fortune will come your way. So very lucky card, the Talisman. The next card is from Oracle of the 7 Energies. You get card 37, the Oracle's Gift. Someone else got this card last week, I believe. What I like about this card, 2 things. 1, 3 and 7 is 10, so there's completion here, ending of one cycle, beginning of something new. It is the 3rd eye. It's your 6th chakra here, and it's about seeing, right? Second sight, or seeing the future. But in this case, it's about fate as a future being determined by the actions you take now. So it sort of brings in the Talisman energy a little bit by saying, you know the right decisions to make. It's born out of lessons learned and, sometimes hard-won lessons. So I feel as if the Oracle's Gift is allowing you to see the fate as your future based on the choices you're making now. So avoid those pitfalls is the upshot. And your last card from Sacred Traveler is Grounding. Go deep, explore your roots. This is saying ground yourself in what is truly essential, right? Don't bother with all the fluff. Release worries about the future. Be here now. So part of everything here is sort of telling you that things that will unfold in the future are based on what you've already experienced in the past. So you should have some comfort and be able to trust your choices based on the lessons learned and kind of see the patterns and pitfalls coming. This is saying, so be here now. Focus on what is really, truly essential in this moment where you are standing. So really nice energies coming through for you, Aries. Let's see what's going on in your connection. These readings, so we're on the Tarot now. These readings are offered from the perspective of the Divine Feminine. Doesn't matter if you're here as a Divine Masculine, that's fine. Sometimes, no matter what your sign is, you need to flip the energies around as long as the storyline resonates. Again, it may not resonate for everybody. It couldn't possibly, so take what speaks to you, leave the rest. And the extended will be from the perspective of the Divine Masculine, if that helps, regardless of their sign. So we've got a little conflict here that we're dealing with, perhaps under the challenge. Yes, something needs to be offloaded. We've got the Five of Wands and the Ten of Wands suggests that there may be something you've been struggling with. There may be outside interference, and it's just right now too much to bear. It's just enough. Time to sort of release it. It's been a struggle. Underneath is the Knight of Pentacles. The past, we have the Star, some healing here. What's crowning you is the Hierophant, which is really interesting. And then in the future, I see the Two of Swords. A decision will have to be made, but you're making it from your higher self, which I like. I'll go through everything in a moment. Spirit's message to you, guidance here is around the Tower. That is one of your cards, Aries. The energy around you, you may be unaware of, is the Ace of Wands. Hopes and or fears involve a divine masculine, and Seven of Swords as the potential outcome going forward. So could be some denial, could be some avoidance is what I feel based on everything I'm seeing here, especially because a decision needs to be made and you may kind of try to avoid it. So let's see what's going on. We have Aquarius, Taurus, Aries, and Aries. Double hit of your own sign. So let's see what's going on with the Five of Wands and the Ten of Wands. Whatever this conflict is, it's been around for a while. There's the Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. I kind of feel you're torn and you're slow walking whatever it is you're dealing with here. There's something that's weighing on you that needs to be released. It's causing some imbalance and some conflict, or you are conflicted about it. I do feel like you're kind of losing patience here, but it's been existing for such a long time that I think you're not really sure what to do about it. So the Two of Pentacles is often a sign of kind of keeping all the balls in the air while you try to sort things out in real time, but it can also be feeling torn in two directions. And the Knight of Pentacles coming out twice is very interesting because that's very deliberate, very intentional, which is not your normal mode of operation. So I'm feeling like you're getting a message of, I got to be really careful. I have to be in this talisman energy and avoid the landmines, right? So I do feel like you're being cautious and intentional. Gosh. Wow. There are some very stressful energies here. Something you're not ready to let go of. You are not happy about this situation. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Five of Swords. I almost feel like you're feeling a little set up here. This could be self-sabotaged, kind of finding its way in a little bit because it's underneath the underneath. This is below, so this is what's rolling around in your subconscious material. And we have the Five of Swords, which suggests that you may be setting yourself up for further disappointment because there's something you won't release. And, maybe you're in the process of this release, right? Ten of Wands is release, but you're being very, very cautious and deliberate because you're undecided. Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords. And that I almost feel like you're getting the Danger Will Robinson message here from Lost in Space. Oh my God. I'm almost sure that 95% of you do not have a clue as to what that's about. Okay. I'm sorry. Crack myself up. Back to the serious matters here. That there's this Five of Swords energy that's underneath. So what I cannot tell at this point is if this is something you're in denial about, right? Someone that's setting you up, or whether you're setting yourself up, you're sabotaging yourself here. So it could be a little bit of each. It at least gives you super good food for thought. In the past, we have the Star. I'm almost feeling like you were holding out hope that if the two of you could just talk it through, you could come to an understanding. This is, it is a crossroads energy, but it's more about forgiveness and second chances and redemption. So I sort of feel that maybe you held out hope in the past that if you could just talk it through and get to the truth of the matter, there would be an opportunity to mend and to forgive and to begin again. And now we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant speaks to you, Aries, about your higher self. It is about what you stand for, who you are at your core. It can be a card of commitment and conventional committed relationships, marriages, etc. It can also be a card of spiritual awakening. So things are confusing. What is going to support you here? It is earth energy, is staying grounded in who you are. You know, you've got the grounding card here. So stay grounded in who you know you are at your core, what your belief systems are. If balance and reciprocity is what you're after, don't let your emotions, don't get carried away with your emotions, your emotional confusion, mixed messages. There could be lots of options you're trying to process all at once. This is telling you to stay grounded and to continue to come from love. I like that we have the Queen of Cups there underneath, because it suggests that on some level, part of your strength is coming from in your heart, from your compassion, for your empathy, from your sensitivity, and most of all, your love of self. Right? Self-love, Queen of Cups. So there's a balance that needs to be brought to bear here. And I feel as if the best way for you to accomplish that is to stay true to you and not to waver or be carried off by your emotions. Two of Swords going forward. We get the Ace of Wands twice. Somebody's coming towards you with a lot of passion, I believe, or that energy is around you. You may not be aware of it, but they're gonna come and they're gonna want to, take a fresh step forward here. You'll be undecided about it. In other words, I don't think the Ace of Wands is you. I think it's somebody else's energy attached to you, and it's something that you may want to learn something more about first. But this person may come in with this passionate energy of like, let's start over. Remember, you wanted this fresh start here, and now it's kind of showing up, but it may be a little too late because I'm seeing some resistance underneath. Some resistance. So all that tells me, Aries, is that you will not fall prey to emotional overwhelm. You won't let that get the better of you, but you also will not fall prey to passionate overtures. So I feel like you're looking for something more solid and stable and grounded and reciprocal. And so you may resist the temptation of someone who comes toward you with a passionate overture, if that makes sense. Tower, I'm sorry. Spirit's message to you. Tower. Yes. Move on from this. There may be some drama in the mix. You may have already had this Tower moment. It may be happening now. Yes, it is time to move on. I feel like, the Nine of Wands underneath is a message of perseverance. It is about perseverance. It is telling you that, don't give up entirely, but take the messages of the Tower. This is a major life shift, something being put on your path that needs to be cleared. In other words, it's something you probably haven't taken care of. There's something you haven't yet fully offloaded, and Spirit's doing it for you and is saying it's time to move on and get past it, because the wheel wants to turn in your favor. So I do feel like something very, where was it? The Talisman card is about good fortune as well. So we have good fortune coming towards you twice if you just don't give up. And when I say don't give up, I mean persevere despite what's shifting in your life right now. It may feel bad, but whatever it was not sustainable. That crown, that round crown, was not meant to fit on this square tower. Hence it blows off. Something's not sustainable and you're being moved forward. That's part of fate. That's part of both of these cards are talking about fate. And fate as a future based on your present decisions or decisions you've made recently. So I feel you're being told to move on. and to not give up and to persevere despite that obstacle. The Ace of Wands is the energy that surrounds you. You may be unaware of, but it's already peeked out over here. Yeah, it's a King of Wands. Somebody regrets what they did. Okay, so yeah. Okay, King of Wands, now they know what they want. They're coming, the energy, they're coming for it. They are coming to claim this connection. They have regrets for mistakes of the past. And underneath is the Four of Swords. I sort of feel like I would say healing. I would say healing, but what I feel is it's reflection. It's reflection. This person has reflected on how things fell out, and they have regret about it, and they're going to come in like gangbusters. So I'm glad to see the Two of Swords there as your way of saying, whoa, 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 not so fast. Let's take this one baby step at a time, and resisting that overture. I'm so glad that came out. I feel someone here really needed to hear that. And it's just a reminder, you already know where the landmines are. Don't step in them. Yeah. Wow. Your hopes and fears, the Emperor. Right. I love this reading for you, Aries. This is so perfect. So, we started with the Five of Wands. Your hope is that you and this person can work through your conflicts, you and your divine masculine, that they'll jump in the driver's seat and take action, and the two of you will work through it together. You, your divine counterpart in spirit, taking the connection where it's at, building upon it, resolving the conflicts, and coming through different on the other side, changed, transformed for the better. So that's your hope. I do feel that it's letting me know that the jury is out with the Two of Swords, but you won't completely give up on the connection. This Tower moment and moving on card, the Six of Swords, could be about making peace, getting beyond the drama of whatever fell out already. For some of you, that will be the case. And not falling prey to old patterns, etc., etc. The Seven of Swords is where I'm a little hung up here for your potential outcome. Let's see. Okay, Aries. I have a feeling there is a potential that someone may speak with a forked tongue. They may talk a very good game about you being, marriage material or life partner material, and we can be happily ever after. But I get the impression that it will be words in the moment to meet their own agenda, and therefore maybe not something you can take to the bank. The Page of Swords underneath suggests to me that you may want to investigate it further. And this is the little spy or detective of the Tower, that you may want to investigate that because it's not feeling authentic. And because I'm looking at such heavy passion energy in the Ace of Wands and a King of Wands that's, really gonna, push a major charm offensive on you, I feel it's good to be able to know that there's a potential that words may be spoken that are not in fact true. Doesn't mean it's a lie. It means it's a tactic. I'm gonna say, yes, you're my person. Let's settle down. Let's be committed. Let's have our happily ever after. But that's for a more immediate agenda and not really for long term. So I am just putting a pin in that for you because it's something to be aware of. You're being cautioned here. You already know from past experience where the pitfalls and landmines are. So use your gift of sight here, the Oracle's gift. Stay grounded. You've got the Hierophant as your grounding. Wow, really powerful reading, Aries. So you're getting the Danger Will Robinson. He was the robot on Lost in Space, and he used to tell the family, danger, Will Robinson. You know, Will Robinson was the leader of, anyway, old lady trying to make an old show hip again. Like, I don't even think you can find it on TV. Anyway, here's who showed up in your reading: Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus. Oh, heaven help me. Aries, Sagittarius, more Aries, more Scorpio. Wow. We do have the Queen of Cups. There can be water in your chart: Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. If not, don't worry about it. King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right, my loves, if this is speaking to you and you want to know what the Divine Masculine's whole perspective is, what they think about the situation, how they feel about you at this time, and what are their true intentions going forward, then the link's below. It will take you there, and it's a pretty full spread with some additional oracle as well. So hope to see you there. Otherwise, I will see you in a future reading, Aries. Bye for now.